Hey, what's going on, guys? This is part two of my favorite movies that I totally recommend, but never watch or haven't watched in a very long time. But I still love these movies, and I've actually watched a couple on this list, or at least one, since I made this list and posted the first part of the video um, last month or whatever. Who cares? So these are 10 movies that I totally recommend, but I don't watch. I'm sure you have movies like that. You have a favorite. Maybe you've seen it once in the theater. You rented it once a couple of years ago. You love it, but you never really got back to watching it. And these movies are 10 of the ones that fall into this category for myself. And I actually have to watch a couple of these. I've missed a couple of these. These are really cool movies. First one is Crash. It's got a stellar cast of people in it. Going to complete mind blank, dude, right now. Dude, I can picture these people. Oh my god, this is so sad. But Crash, Don Cheadle, Ludacris, just tons of great actors in this movie, and it's so well written and tightly wound. I love movies that are um, interwoven stories and they all connect somehow. I love that. And Crash is definitely one of those movies. Uh, Girl in Progress. I think I've seen most of this movie. Stars Eva Mendes. She's a single mom raising a teenage girl by herself. That I believe I remember correctly. Um, I think the focus is more on the daughter as opposed to the mom, and it's kind of a coming of age movie, sort of like that. And I was definitely impressed with it. I think I only watched half of it. It's horrible to say that. Definitely got to get back to that movie too. A quirky '80s movie, True Stories by David Byrne. I think it has John Goodman in it. I'm not sure. I think he plays. It's based in a mall in the '80s in Midwest America. It's really quirky. If you're a fan of David Byrne, the Talking Heads, other than True Stories, I definitely recommend listening to Stop Making Sense, the live album. It's definitely one of the better albums from the '80s. It's not poppy music. It's good music. If you can deal with subtitles, I listed a couple, two or three in my previous video. There's a couple on this movie or this list. I Saw the Devil. It's filmed. It's intense filming. The cinematography is great. The story is good too, but it visually stood out to me. Some of the scenes are just insane. Like I said, it's a good movie though, story wise. A very old movie that's very. I imagine it's a cult classic by now. If I don't hear anybody ever talk about it, which is Kentucky Fried Movie. It's definitely an odd movie from probably the '70s actually. I saw this when I was a little kid, and it's really odd, quirky, and I love it. Traffic is another movie kind of like Crash. It's tightly wound, multiple stories interwoven, but I don't remember finishing this movie. I think it's got Benicio del Toro in it. It's a drug-related movie based on all the people involved, the user, the people that it affects, the law enforcement, things like that. If I remember correctly, Traffic. I gotta definitely watch that just because I haven't finished it yet. Another subtitled movie, Spanish language movie, Y tu mama tambien. It's very good. It's focuses on two friends, I believe, cross country trip. They meet. They come in contact with an older woman, and I forget exactly how the story goes, but it's definitely a good movie. This one I've definitely watched a couple times, beginning to end, but I haven't watched it in a very long time. Rocky First Blood Part 2, just because it's totally '80s, back when Stallone was pretty much at the top of his game, back when, what was it, Venom? What the hell? Cobra, whatever. He was like, "You're the disease and I'm the cure," whatever that was. Over the top, all those Stallone movies, and just watched this one the other day. I rented it. It was great. Totally cheesy. It's very slow paced for movies compared to movies today. And you can see the fight scenes are just ridiculous. He fights Drago, and this was at the height of the Cold War, so that has a big influence on it. And First Blood, the first Rocky movie, which wasn't really a Rocky movie. First Blood is a pretty good dramatic movie. Much better story than the other ones, Rocky or Rambo, blah, 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 blah. Rocky fights Rambo. So First Blood is definitely a good one. You're going to need a good supply of body bags. And the last one on the list is Blues Brothers, a classic from early 80s. John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Carrie Fisher. Totally awesome movie. Buddy movie, road trip movie, car chase movie, all wrapped into one, and the humor of the Blues Brothers. Definitely recommend all these movies completely. And yeah, that's it. Maybe check out at least one of these movies if you have some free time and you want to see something you haven't seen before. Definitely recommend all these movies I just mentioned. And thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.